Good evening, Eagle, Nick, Auditing. You know what I mean, Vern? We're live down here at Al Rollins Park. We have got number 65 with the Dalton Police Department. Look at the side of that car. Good evening, Alan Davis. Now, I actually was notified by somebody that they was down here this time. Oh, he just found out we're here. He just noticed me. Hello, Rocky. How you doing, cuz? He probably won't stay long now. He noticed that I'm out here. We're gonna get his tag anyway. But I got a message saying they was down here. I'm glad it was this park. Number 65, GV4173F. Yeah, he's just sitting there. Look at the side of that car. Look at that. Hell, look at them tires. Look at that back tire. Looks like been scrubbing that tire up against the sidewalk. Pretty damn slick on that outside. Look how slick that tire is. That front tire looks a little better, but that back tire looks like shit. We don't want to go directly in front of them, because we do that, they'll liable to try to run us over. Look at that shield. Look at that badge, how it shines. Brooker Ford, Dalton, Georgia. Now, they purchase a lot of police vehicles from the Brooker Ford. Good evening, DG1. How you doing? I might go back around here. I want to check out that back tire on the driver's side. That passenger side back tire looks like shit, boy. That back tire on the passenger side looked rough, looked like it been scrubbed up against a sidewalk or something. Maybe they've been using it to run people over. Look, law enforcement accreditation. Yeah, I don't think they're very accredited. Yeah, that tire looks like shit too. Looks like they've been scrubbing up against something or maybe running through a mud puddle. That other side looked pretty rough. EagleNick's got his bicycle right here, and I just live right up the road. Look, he's primping. Oh yeah, if you would check out the live stream from this morning at the 1 hour mark. 1 hour into the live stream, oh, Scary Sherry comes up one more time. And I wonder if that is water, if that is vodka. It was a clear liquid. That may be vodka. That almost looks like a mason jar. I don't think he'll be drinking that much of it if it was any good moonshine though, so it is probably just water. I wish we could see what he's looking at on his computer, but his windows is too tinted. No, I did not arrest no one, and neither did he. Good evening, Phil K, Big City Goose, John Travolta, DG1, AME Sun. I would like to thank whoever that was that told me they was down here. I'll be sure to holler back at you. I see you still love me, John Travolta. I hope you're at least subscribed to the channel. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you so much, Brett Rhea, for that $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Good evening, Richard Ortiz. How you doing? Yeah, if I took Sherry any flowers or chocolates, it would only cause trouble. She would just throw the candy away. But she would kill flowers. Check out them clouds. What a beautiful day down here. That is so beautiful, especially with that right there lighting it up. He took off his glasses. Maybe he's going to get out and try to beat up on old EagleNick. No, Scary Sherry. Scary said she was going to report me at City Hall. You know what I mean, Burn? Good evening, Amy Elizabeth. Good evening, John C. Mimi. Good evening, Big Boy Georgia. The Eagle has landed. Double tap your screen to give old EagleNick a like. Please be sure to subscribe if you've not already done so. Well, Miss Mimi, if you got something better to do, be watching my live stream, you are free to leave at any time. You are not being detained. Oh, EagleNick will end your detention, Miss Mimi. Well, he waved at us and he is off. Good evening, Miss Emery and Miss Willow. That one was for you, Miss Emery and Miss Willow. Yep, we actually got a text message. I don't know if it was on TikTok or where the heck it come from. But I really would like to thank whoever that was that sent that to EagleNick to let me know they were sitting down here. Good evening, Dave Skylark. That could have been one of these people around here was the one who hit me up to let me know they were down here. I don't know who it was, but I appreciate it. Didn't arrest EagleNick. They didn't beat the hell out of EagleNick. Oh, Scary Sherry said she was going to report me at City Hall. Now, I thought I was going to end up losing the opportunity to live stream them because I tried to go live at the start with using my mobile phone's internet, but it wouldn't connect. So I tried the public Wi-Fi down here, and it finally got connected. We do have super chat, super thanks, and super stickers are available. And if anyone would like to, I pinned the Cash App. I pinned my Cash App link, or what the Cash App name is, to the bottom of the chat. Thank you, Miss Amy Elizabeth. Let's see what you're talking about, DG1. I might scroll back up a little bit. Good evening, Adam in Poland. How you doing? Miss Mimi, did you find something better to do, or are you still here? Hello, John C. Yeah, everybody, please be sure to check out that short that I got from TikTok. The last short I did today, I think it is. Now, there was somebody on TikTok that lives in Dalton was riding by. They are the ones who hollered out at EagleNick. And I have their video on my YouTube channel. Please be sure to check out their TikTok account. And if you're on TikTok, give them a follow. Good evening, YouTube audience 2.0. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, I've been getting warnings all day on my phone saying that it was going to be 106 degrees with the heat index, as well as UV warnings. Good evening, Ryan McCord. And a very good evening to you, Miss Amy Lloyd. Welcome back, Miss Amy. Great to see you again. How have you been, my friend? Hello, Beanie. How you doing, Beanie? Great to see you. I'm glad there is shade up here under this table because it is hot, hot, hot. How are you doing this evening, Ryan McCord? Is there anybody out there that watches NASCAR? No, EagleNick don't watch it anymore. I quit watching it when they started making them drive a box. But now I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true or if it's just a rumor, but there was somebody telling me within the next couple of years NASCAR was going to switch to all electric vehicles. Thank you so much for that, Miss Amy Loy. Thank you so much again, Brett Rhea, Willow, and Emery for that $20 super chat. Y'all are so awesome. I'll tell you what, I was hoping maybe there would be some more police come up before that one left, but they didn't. He had to go. It surprised me he sat here for as long as he did. Now, I missed 2 or 3 minutes because, like I said, I was trying to go live and it did not want to connect. So I just started recording. I just recorded for less than 30 seconds and I figured, well, let me try to get on the public Wi-Fi. I figured if I could get on the public Wi-Fi, we could go live, and it did finally work. And I just hope the audio and the video is pretty good on the live stream. Miss Amy Loy, her middle name is Elizabeth as well. Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Ryan McCord. It's a little bit hot down here. If anybody is out and about in this area, EagleNick would like to have an ice cold Mountain Dew. If one of them kind Dalton police officers or one of them kind Whitfield County Sheriff's Department officers would like to go get EagleNick an ice cold Mountain Dew, it would greatly be appreciated. You know what I mean, Vern? That big old Cadillac coming out. Oh, it ain't a Cadillac, I don't think. It looks like a Cadillac. They done rode up and down the road one time. They finally gonna pull in. There they go back out again. They may have been the ones who let me know. Oh, goodness gracious. If both Amy's is blonde-headed with blue eyes, hubba hubba, you know what I mean, burn. Strawberry blonde and blue eyes. I done fell in love, Miss Amy Elizabeth. You done got EagleNick wanting a picture now. Good evening, Jancy Khan. How you doing? Please be sure to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Jancy Khan, EagleNick would greatly appreciate it. Look, there goes one of my crow buddies flying over. If y'all can see him up there flying through the white clouds. But before we started this live stream, we was 140-something subscribers away from 10,000 subscriber milestone. Now we are pushing for it hard. We're trying to reach that 10,000 subscriber mark. Now I know a lot of people is not able to help out monetarily, financially. But it really helps when you share my content, when you share my channel's link, the link to my YouTube channel. But it also helps out when you share my shorts, videos, and live streams. How you doing this evening, Beanie? Yeah, them drinks there looks good, but I'd rather have an ice cold Mountain Dew. Nothing better than an ice cold Mountain Dew and a little bit of... I wish that was a blunt, but it ain't a blunt. It is a Cheyenne little cigar. It would be nice to smoke a big old blunt and drink an ice cold Mountain Dew. You know what I mean, burn. Yeah, oh, Miss Sherry, Scary Sherry, sure did get mad. I tell you, she was madder than hell. But EagleNick got mad as well because I had been live right there in that spot for 1 hour before she ever come up. And as soon as she come walking up through there, she started running that mouth. She started cussing. She started accusing EagleNick of stalking her. When I seen her way off in the distance, I said, she is stalking EagleNick. But yet when she got up to me, she accused me of stalking her. She flagged down a Dalton Police Department officer and told him, number 44 with the Dalton Police Department. You know what I mean, Vern? I hope number 44 told her he wishes there was something that he could do about it. But there was not anything illegal with what I am doing. Now, on the other hand, her flipping out and acting that way, walking down the sidewalk, can cause a disturbance. Good evening, piece of garbage. Great to see you again, my friend. How have you been? You know what I mean, Vern. Eagle, Nick, Audits. Great to see you, piece of garbage. Hello, Hot Wheels King. Yep, Scary Sherry. Well, Scary Terry, that's a totally different lady. Miss Terry is pretty scary as well, but she is nowhere near as Scary Sherry, a.k.a. Skankarella. Let me tell you, Hot Wheels King, brother, I used to buy Miss Sherry headache medicine because she was all the time having migraine headaches. So I would buy her headache medicine. I would give her money to buy. She don't like cigarettes. She likes cigars. I would give her the money to buy cigars. I did that for a very long time. But she got to where she would start cussing me out, so I quit doing anything for her. Good evening, David Berry. How you doing this evening, David? Oh, EagleNick's doing pretty good. We are sitting down here at the Al Rollins Park in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Piece of garbage. Make sure to check out the live stream from this morning. Right at the 1 hour mark. Right at the 1 hour mark, Scary Sherry is coming walking up the sidewalk. After I've been sitting there for an hour, she comes up to her and says I'm stalking her. She's going to report me. Ranting and raving and raising hell. KC, Kansas City. Oh, make sure to check out, I think it's right at the 1 hour and 29 minute mark. I go up there to the post office. There's a Dalton police officer had pulled somebody over in the post office parking lot. There was a car came by that blowed their horn. They were hollering EagleNick. And they were actually on TikTok. I think they were live on TikTok. Good evening, Wilco Roger that. How you doing, brother? Great to see you again. Hey, that's okay, Miss Amy Elizabeth, darling. Better late than never. You know what I mean, Vern. Well, JD came in late this morning on the live stream, so maybe JD will show up here in a little while. JD 187. Come on up. You're the next contestant on the EagleNick show. Everybody's wanting to know where you at. Our old friend Piece of Garbage is in. Good evening, Sean Wynn. How you doing, Sean Wynn? When you come on, EagleNick, it's great to see you. Please be sure to subscribe, Sean Wynn. Maybe if them people that came by while I was live streaming this morning is in the area, they might bring old EagleNick an ice cold Mountain Dew. If you're in the area, that would be awesome. And you could let people know on the live stream the name of your TikTok page. Yeah, I tell you, piece of garbage. I sure do miss old Pooh Noah, Poohnoah. That old goat roper from eastern Tennessee. I guess he just hates EagleNick with a passion now. He won't never come back on the live stream. But hey, that's A-okay. You know what I mean, Vern. We ain't had any real good thunderstorms in a while now. We've had a little bit of rain. We do not get very much rain this time of the year. It is extremely hot and humid. P-O-O-H. Pooh, like Winnie the Pooh. Pooh Noah. P-O-O-H-N-O-A-H. Look, I want to tell somebody a little secret that a lot of people don't know. You see the headlights on that vehicle, how they're yellowed over. These headlights like this, when they get that yellow tint to them, the best way to clean them and the most cheap way you've ever seen in your life, the quickest way, is to go to the dollar store, the Family Dollar store or the dollar store, and get you a bottle, a spray bottle of LA's Totally Awesome. Now, that LA's Totally Awesome will eat that stuff right off of the headlight, and it does not hurt the lights at all. It does not scratch them, and it is not abrasive. It works awesome, awesome, awesome to clean that stuff off of your headlights when your headlights gets cloudy and murky. Good evening, Beaver Liquors. Okay, DG1, you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream. Hope to see you again, and hope you are subscribed as well. Yeah, but WD-40 costs us a whole lot more than one of them spray bottles of LA's Totally Awesome. Now that LA's Totally Awesome is only $1 or $2 for a spray bottle. You can get a gallon jug of it. It used to be $3, but it's probably $4 now, but it could still be the same price. You could buy one of them spray bottles for $1 and you could get a gallon for $3. I guarantee you it does as good as a job of cleaning headlights as WD-40 does, and it costs a whole lot less. Well, we are not required to have a license plate on the front of our vehicles in the state of Georgia. Only a rear license plate. Now that vehicle that just went by has a front plate as well as a rear plate, but it is not a numbered plate. It is what you call just a personal plate. Yeah, what happened to old peeled forehead? Good afternoon, Matthew McHenry. Welcome back onto the live stream, Matthew. Hey, it is awesome to see you again, Matthew McHenry. How you doing? How you doing? EagleNick Audits. You know what I mean by we are live at the Al Rollins Park in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Now, hopefully, old Scary won't come walking through the woods over there saying, "You're stalking me, you're stalking me." Now, them woods you see straight ahead across the road here from the park out through there, that is where Scary Sherry is staying in them there woods in a tent. Now, this morning on the live stream, she accused EagleNick of being the one who has been pissing on her stuff, been pissing on her possessions. But old EagleNick has never been out there in them there woods since Scary Sherry moved out in there. You know what I mean, Vern? The thought of running into her in them dark woods is too scary for old EagleNick. Hey, old EagleNick says that's the only kind of carpet I like. I love to munch on that carpet. But I tell you what, these carpet mills around here are pretty damn dirty. Now, Miss Sherry, like I said, she's been staying out there in the woods. Now, that woman that got her finger bit off, she's staying right out there by the woods. Down there, she was staying in her car, parked in that parking lot by the pond by Dinner Lake. So, Scary Sherry could have did something to that dog. Damn, are they that strict? Are they that strict in Sydney, Australia? You got to have a front and a rear plate, and if you change the color, you got to report it. That sounds like a little bit overreach. I'm pretty sure she does do dates. Now, I got a live stream on there. I've got a shortcut out of a live stream from under the westbound side of the Walnut Avenue Bridge on my YouTube channel somewhere, where old Scary Sherry says she has money, but says it is none of my business how she makes that money, even though I never asked her that. Good evening, Speak the Truth, okay. Good evening, Big City Goose. Check out that red truck. Oh, yes, sir, Pete. Speak the truth. Okay. Good evening, John H. Great to see you again, John. Good evening, Heath Hawkins. How you doing, Heath? Oh, yes, sir, Heath. It's got scary sherry in them there trails. You know what I mean, Burn? It's like speak the truth, okay, just stated. Scary Sherry will give you something that Ajax won't take off. You know what I mean, Burn? If you have sexual relations with Scary Sherry, you better have you some penicillin close by. Hey, it is crazy. Sometimes old Sherry acts like she's all right. But then again, sometimes Scary Sherry gets delusional. Good evening, Brandon Mitchell. How you doing, Brandon? Oh, EagleNick would way back if he was able to. Piece of garbage. It would probably take more than $50 worth of medicine if I was to kiss Scary Sherry. Did you ever see those candy lips? They used to make candy lips. I wouldn't even kiss Scary Sherry if I had a set of them candy lips on over my lips. Hey, yo, EagleNick would rather kiss the north end of a southbound mule than I would to kiss old Scary Sherry. I don't know if old Scary Sherry has any tumors. I don't think it is tumors pressing down on her brain that makes her act that way. Be honest with you, you really don't know what you're going to get from Scary Sherry. You don't know how she's going to react on a daily basis. Really, you don't know how she's going to act on a minute by minute basis. Yeah, I do believe that would be something you would live to regret if you slept with Scary Sherry, especially if you fell asleep beside her. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't doubt one bit she's bipolar. But if y'all seen that short I cut off that live stream, Scary Sherry said she is a beautiful woman. The EagleNick says that is a beautiful woman right there. Scary Sherry, not so much. John Travolta. Yes, I am a redneck hillbilly, John. I'm not disputing that, brother. Oh, she's talking about right now she's beautiful, though. And she don't know she's beautiful, though time and time I told her. Hey, she might be a 8 if you're looking at her from behind. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, everybody knows EagleNick don't go around talking about Scary Sherry only when she acts the way she does. Now, it's got to where now you don't know where we're going to run into her at. But you can about bet she's going to act the same way. I could be sitting there 5 hours on a live stream. She ain't been nowhere near around, and she happens to come by where I'm at. She's going to start saying that I'm stalking her. There goes another one of them trucks that's got the IC end real low and the front end raised up. Good evening, AHA. How you doing, AHA? Please be sure to subscribe. Help out EagleNick out. We are pushing for 10,000 subscribers. Look, there comes that ice cream man. He's getting out, so there must be somebody coming up to his truck. Oh, yeah. That was when Sherry said she was smarter than old EagleNick. That was when Scary Sherry said, I know what your problem is. That's when Scary Sherry said her intellect was so much greater than mine that I was afraid of people that said I was afraid of people that their intellect was higher than mine. You know, hell, I don't even know where she come up with that at. Good evening, Tubal King. Great to see you, Danny. How you doing, brother? How is it in Albuquerque, New Mexico? Well, we're coming up on 58 minutes on the live stream, so I don't think we're going to stay out here too much longer. Oh, EagleNick is starting to get pretty doggone hot down here. I didn't have anything to bring with me to drink. I was in too big of a hurry to get down here. I didn't want to miss that city cop. I was hoping it was here and not Lakeshore, and this is where he was. Good evening, and how you doing, and? Well, we'll hang out a little bit longer. Well, it is supposed to be 106 degrees with the heat index today. And I guarantee you it has reached that already, easily. Good evening, Alan Cooper. How you doing this evening, Alan? We are live down here at the Al Rollins Park. Now, like I said, if there's anybody in this area that would like to bring EagleNick an ice cold Mountain Dew, I sure would like it. I mean, I'm sitting here in the shade. I mean, there ain't no sun beating down on me right here where I'm at, but I still got sweat rolling off of me. Now, I do got my cooling cloth with me. It is a little cool, but the coolness is about gone out of it. Now, I ate breakfast this morning at Providence Ministries, but I did not go up there to lunch at Greater Works today because when I went out my front door to go leave at lunchtime, I realized I'd locked my keys in the house again. Whoa, piece of garbage. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. A20. What's A20? Thank you so much, piece of garbage. That is so greatly appreciated, brother. But I had already been live for 1 hour this morning when Scary Sherry just happened to be walking north on the sidewalk. And then she said, oh, EagleNick was stalking her. You know what I mean, Vern? Good evening, Vedas. How are you doing this evening, Vedas? Please be sure to subscribe. Double tap your screen to give old EagleNick a like. Good evening, Paladin. 61481. How you doing? Officer Maddox. It's great to see you again, Officer Maddox. Officer Maddox, if you did not see that live stream from this morning, be sure to check out the 1 hour mark when old Scary Sherry come up and started saying that I was stalking her when she was stalking me. Be sure to check out the 1 hour and 29 minute mark. I seen blue lights up there at the post office. So we rode up there and live streamed that Dalton police vehicle violating federal law by carrying his firearm on postal property when the Dalton Police Department does not have a written security agreement or a written memorandum of understanding with the United States Post Office. They do not have jurisdiction on postal property, and they do not have any authority on postal property without a written security agreement or a written memorandum of understanding. Scary Sherry comes up at the 1 hour mark, 1 hour exactly, and then I go up to where the police officer is at the 1 hour and 29 minute mark. Yep, Scary Sherry. Scary Sherry, a.k.a. Skankarella. And you said you stopped a woman from getting raped in the park yesterday. You stopped chasing her. Well, that is a good thing, brother. Them women don't like to be raped. You know what I mean, Vern? And I tell you what, I've had a few of them to tell me to rape me, baby. They wanted it. But I said, no, baby, you'll have to rape me. I'm not going to press charges on you, but I can't be so sure about you. Hey, you ain't telling me nothing, Officer Maddox. So EagleNick has been married since 2007. Now, my wife passed away in 2019, but she was bipolar, paranoid schizophrenic with borderline personality disorder. She was a handful, but I love her and I still miss her to this day. Rest in peace, Rebecca Eugenia Smith Nicholson. Well, old EagleNick was 39 years old when I got married, so don't never say never, Officer Maddox. Now, I was 39 and my wife was 25 when we got married. But hey, Officer Maddox, we are live down here at the Al Rollins Park, just right down the road from the Eagle's Nest. Give a shout out to some of your buddies on the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. Tell them to bring old EagleNick an ice cold bottle of water or an ice cold Mountain Dew. I'd rather have that Mountain Dew. You know what I mean, Burn? I've got an ice cold bottle of water at the house, but I just didn't think to grab one this time because I was in a hurry. I did not want to miss that Dalton Police Department officer that was sitting down here. But oh, I was saying, I didn't go to lunch. I went outside to go to lunch and I realized I locked my keys in the house. So I started riding up to Greater Works, and then I remembered I'd left two liter Sam's Club drinks in the freezer that was getting close to being froze, a Mountain Lightning and a Sam's Cola. So I had to just turn back around and skip lunch. I had to set up that ladder in front of my window again and climb in. Now, old Chef Ben has a smaller bed in there now that's way over in the corner, so it was a little risky. I couldn't just lean in and fall on the bed. I had to climb up as high as I could get to lift one of my legs up and get it over into the window so I could step down on the floor. And boy, I tell you, I was scared to death that I was going to end up falling backwards onto the patio down there and maybe busting my head open. But I did not want to wait on Chef Ben to come home because I figured he wouldn't come home after lunch, and he didn't. Now, it was already right at 5 o'clock when I headed down this way because I received a message saying that the Dalton Police Department was at the park. But when I left, Chef Ben still had not come back in. So I would have been stuck outside for over 5 hours. Luckily, I did not end up falling when I climbed through the window, but I made sure I got my keys with me this time. Good evening, JP. We're down here by the big parking lot. We're sitting over here at one of these picnic tables. We're sitting here at the picnic table that is straight directly in front of the entrance at Al Rollins Park in Dalton, Georgia. So if you're in this area and you want to bring old EagleNick out, it's an ice cold Mountain Dew, that would be appreciated. Now, we actually got some rain clouds, it looks like, out here. Check out this cloud. Then check out this monster right here. It looks like it may have some rain in it. But we are sitting right here at this little pavilion located directly across I tell you, I was about to have a panic attack, an anxiety attack, when I knew I was going to have to climb in through that window again because it was so doggone hot. I made sure that I took time when I set the ladder up, that I went back over in the shade and I rested for a little bit. I didn't just put the ladder up and try to climb right in because I was afraid I would get hot and that I could pass out and fall off the ladder or out the window there. Big Goose City, you say you just got arrested for shaving your pubes in Wendy's bathroom. It's time to party. Well, where are you going to party at? In the bathroom at the Wendy's, or are you going to party at the police department? Yep, I'm hoping that live stream from this morning will hurry up and process and upload to where I can cut a couple of shorts off of it, especially the one where Scary Sherry's coming up through there. But also at the 1 hour and 29-minute mark, while I'm there at the post office, live streaming that Dalton Police Department officer, there is somebody that comes by and blows their horn headed northbound in front of the courthouse that hollers out, EagleNick, EagleNick. And they was live on TikTok, or recording and put it on TikTok. Now, I put that short video, that short, on my YouTube channel from their TikTok page. So if you have TikTok, please be sure to follow them. Piece of garbage. If you have Facebook, you can also check out the Dalton, Georgia Police Department's Facebook page. Now, you can comment on their Facebook page. Oh, okay. I was just going to say, if you do, anybody that has Facebook, you can look at the Dalton Police Department's Facebook page and you can comment on it. You can let them know exactly what you think about the way they operate in the Dalton Police Department on the Dalton, Georgia Police Department's Facebook page. Good evening, Georgia regulator. EagleNick Audits. You know what I mean, Vern? We're doing pretty good this evening. Starting to get a little bit hot. It's starting to get real hot down here, but it's bearable when we can see some good-looking women coming by. Georgia regulator. Be sure to check out that live stream from this morning at the 1 hour mark. Scary Sherry comes up. At 1 hour and 29-minute mark, I end up going that live streaming a Dalton Police Department officer that has somebody pulled over in the post office parking lot. Oh, it is. It's very hot out here. Georgia regulator. It is very humid as well. Now, I got a message saying the Dalton Police Department was down here, so I rushed down here. I didn't think to grab me a ice-cold bottle of water out of the refrigerator. But at least I did not lock my keys in the house this time. Yep, at the 1 hour mark. Right at the 1 hour mark, I said, that looks like Scary Sherry coming up through here. And then I said, Scary Sherry is stalking EagleNick. And then when she gets up there, she starts saying I'm stalking her. Said she's going to City Hall. She's going to report me to City Hall. Good evening, William. I believe you're looking in the mirror talking to yourself, brother. You know what I mean, Vern. Oh, EagleNick has never had any sexual predator charges. I believe I have them sexual predators stalking me. It's the other way around. Good evening, Raymond E. Camacho Jr. from San Antonio, Texas. The great state of Texas. You know what I mean, Vern. Raymond E. Camacho Jr. Please be sure to subscribe. Help EagleNick out. We are pushing for the 10,000 subscriber mark. We need about 140-something subscribers to reach the 10,000 subscriber milestone. You know what I mean, Vern. Good evening, somebody, something again. You spelled again wrong. A-G-A-I-N, not A-G-I-A-N. Thank you, Raymond. That is EagleNick's Rock Rider ST50 Sport Trail Extra Large Frame. I'm too sexy for my shirt. So sexy that it hurts. So sexy. EagleNick Audits. You know what I mean, Vern. Okay, you have a very, very blessed evening, piece of garbage. Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream, and thank you so much for that super chat. Good evening, Mr. Billy Burns. How you doing, Billy? Yeah, it is shade. We do have some shade over here where I'm sitting, but it is still 102 degrees with the heat index. The humidity level is still real high. There is a lot of moisture in the air. It's like having a hot, wet blanket wrapped around you. Well, it's really about getting to be unbearable sitting down here. I've been on here for coming up on 1 hour and 24 minutes. It's been over an hour and a half since I've had anything to drink. But right now we are up to $32.88 in super chats. Now YouTube gets 35% of that. We're just trying to keep them sweating to death down here, I tell you. I wake up in the morning and I raise my weary head. We don't need no education. We don't need no thoughts controlled. No thoughts has 'em in the classroom. Teacher, leave those kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. Yeah, I'm going to have to head back to the Eagle's Nest to get anything cold to drink. Now, that is what sucks about Al Rollins Park. They do not have a restroom available to the public. They do not have even have any porta toilets. The only bathrooms they have down here that would be unlocked is in that locked fence over here where the well-to-dos kids plays baseball. Now those bathrooms stays unlocked, but the public bathrooms down here, thank you, John H., for that £5 super chat. Thank you so much, John H. Yep, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. You know what I mean, Burn? If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. There goes one of them postal carriers. Boy, they're out here late. They're out here late this evening. They must be stealing people's mail. Now, they just came down the road from up there toward my house. But I still never received that Cash App card that shipped. The postmaster probably has it. She probably has it taped up on her office door. She's throwing darts at it as well as my. She's throwing darts at my Cash App card because it says EagleNick Audits on it, as well as my mug shot. One thing about it being this hot down here, they ain't no whole lot of mosquitoes right here where I'm at. I sure am glad. They be trying to pick me up and carry me off. Hold on, I'm coming. I tell you, my wife, she was a very, very beautiful lady. Now, she was right at 14 years younger than old EagleNick. But my wife, Rebecca, I always called her Becky. Her love was like candy because she always had it now and later. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, it is shady right here where I'm at, but I'll tell you what. That sun is still shining bright. You can see it over there on the far side of the parking lot. You can see it even more over here to the east and down toward the south. Tubal Kane, I'll have to check that message, brother, after I get off the live stream. I can't leave the live stream to go to the messages. It will kill the live stream, but I will holler back at you as soon as I can. I can hear an airplane. It'll drop me out. Well, if it drops one, I hope it don't hit me in the head. It's liable to kill me. Hey, check it out, everybody. I want y'all to meet one awesome dude right here. Hey, all you single ladies, he said he is single now. Hey, quit lying now. This here is Officer Maddox with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department.
You being safe?
Hey, this is one great dude. Yes, sir, I am.
Here's your Mountain Dew.
Oh, looky here, everybody. Check it out.
This is more important. This is water.
Oh, man, that is killer. Let me set her down over here.
Man, I was thinking about bringing you a beer, but we can't do that.
Yeah, I don't drink beer, though.
You missing out, then.
I like to smoke a big old blunt, though, like that.
You know.
Oh, I know y'all can't do that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
You all right?
Hey, look, everybody, listen, let me tell you something.
Oh.
This is the man right here
No.
that takes so much shit off inmates at the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department because he is one of the 3 gentlemen that hands out the store commissary.
Oh, you know.
And they are bad about putting stuff in somebody else's bag. One time, old EagleNick got 2 honey buns he didn't pay for.
Dang.
But I found out somebody didn't get theirs, so I give them to them.
That's luck, man.
But see,
200.
it's not these fellas' fault. Yeah, it's not their fault. All they do is bring it to you.
Dang. All right, then.
But people act like, yeah, they're stealing my shit. Hey, we appreciate it. Officer Maddox, thank you so much.
You gonna be all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Hey, y'all, this is Paladin.
Hi, everybody.
Real great guy right here with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. Thank you so much, Officer Maddox. Look, now he is such a good guy. He parked way over here to the side. You know, he didn't do that to be on the live stream. He did that because he is a super, super nice guy. He is a great Sheriff's Department employee. Good evening, Walter Dennard. That was Officer Maddox with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. He goes by Paladin. And old EagleNick has got an ice cold Mountain Dew and a big old bottle of smart water. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, I seen one of my friends ride by out there on his bicycle, and he waved at us. Yep, oh, Walter Dennard. I don't know what your problem is, Walter, but if you need some help with that problem, I'll be glad to help you solve it if one of my moderators don't do so first. Now, I hope this young girl that just got in the driver's side of this here Mustang, well, they're changing back over. I guess they thought it was a little bit too risky to let her try to learn how to drive down here with these 2 little kids riding these little electric bicycles. Check it out, how cute that is. Maybe she got nervous. She was afraid to try to drive with them little kids riding through the parking lot. She's afraid she might run over one of them. Hell, who knows? Old Walter Dennard, maybe a.k.a. Officer Buffoon. You know what I mean, Vern? Check out them little bikes. That is cool, man. Yeah, I wish my bike rode itself like that. Thank you so much again, Officer Maddox, for this here Mountain Dew and that smart water. Such an awesome, awesome fellow Officer Maddox is. I mean, he is just awesome. Check it out. I'm about to have some fries to go with that shake. Sorry about that, y'all. I couldn't resist. Thank you, John. Yeah, EagleNick loved old Jim Barney, a.k.a. Ernest P. Worrell. Hey, I'm trying to Alan Cooper, but I couldn't help it. Uh-oh, I think this one little bike done lost its battery. He's pushing. No, there he goes. I couldn't help it, though, Alan. Like I said, my wife passed away back in 2019. It's coming up on 7 years. Hey, I would like to give a shout-out to Robin Turbyfield. I miss you, Robin. I ain't seen you on the live stream in a long time. I've not heard from you on the Facebook Messenger in a long time. I hope you're doing all right, Miss Robin. But everybody, please be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Check out that short I put on my YouTube channel from that lady's TikTok page. Now, they was riding by this morning while I was on my live stream. And they were either recording or they were live on TikTok. I think they were just recording. But she uploaded it to TikTok. That was so awesome. I love to hear them hollering, EagleNick, EagleNick. And you can hear that they have a cell phone on and they are listening and watching the live stream. Hey, that was totally awesome. I would like to get everybody who has TikTok to follow that account. Now, I don't know if they have a YouTube account, but if they don't, they ought to. Looky there, we done finished off that much of that bad boy. That thing is good. Mountain Dew, the Tennessee original. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, and you're to check out TikTok anyway, even if you've never been on TikTok. TikTok ain't that bad. I like TikTok. Now, it is a lot harder to get monetized on TikTok. Now, I'm nearly at 1,000 followers on TikTok, but you got to have 3,000 followers on TikTok to be monetized. And in case you missed it, Alan Cooper at the 1 hour mark is when Scary Sherry come up and strikes again. 1 hour into the live stream from this morning, Scary Sherry starts walking up the sidewalk. You can hear her mouth from a long ways off, and as she gets closer, she just gets louder. Then at the 1 hour, right at around the 1 hour and 29-minute mark is when I'm up there at the post office. And then people come by and blow their horn. Yep, 1 hour, right at 1 hour exactly into the live stream. Scary Sherry comes up and she says she's going to City Hall to report me. I seen her wave down Dalton Police Department vehicle number 44. He came riding by a couple of different times, but he never did stop because he knew he couldn't do nothing but kick rocks. Well, Alan, she told me I was stalking her. Now, I would like to know how I could be stalking somebody sitting right there in that same little spot for 1 hour and then they come walking up to me. Yeah, I'm stalking her. Oh, she actually said one time up there, I ain't never getting none of that pussy. Now, I ain't never even tried to hold the girl's hand. I damn sure wouldn't want to hold anything else she's got. That's when she was laying up in under the bridge and I was doing that live stream and she said, and just so you know, you ain't never getting none of this pussy. Hey, she said she makes money, but it ain't any of my business how she makes it. But I guarantee you, she don't make very much at a time. You know what I mean, Vern? She might make you holler for $1. Good evening, Jepper, 1969. Well, that bicycle belongs to me, so it ain't up to no good. But I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it to make sure nobody don't come up and try to Mike Jack me. Hello, how are you doing this evening, Jepper 1969? Great to see you again. How have you been? Yes, sir. It is 102 degrees with the heat index right now in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. It is super duper hot. And it is very, very humid. It is like you've got a wet, hot, wet blanket wrapped around you. Oh, Lord, check this out. Look, check that out. I hope that Dalton Police Department officer don't come back down here. They liable to kill that little kid thinking that toy gun is real. They liable to shoot that little kid saying, oh, we thought that was a real gun. But you see, they're staying hydrated. It's raining in town. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. Now, like I said, there's some dark clouds around me. It could start raining at any time. It probably wouldn't ever do anything, but I tell you what, I was down here one time doing a live stream, came down here right before it started to come a storm, boy, and I thought I was going to get struck by lightning. I actually climbed up on top of this table right here. There was a gentleman that climbed up on the table over here to the right of me. We had to stand up on the table because the rain was blowing in so hard. It was thundering and lightning so severe. All right, Alan Cooper, he's at the Shugart Road Walmart Super Center. You know what I mean, Vern? There comes that same vehicle back in again. They done been in and out of here 2 or 3 times. Now, that might be somebody with the Dalton Police Department. They may have a sniper in their vehicle. They may be fixing to set up and try to shoot EagleNick. Oh, this, you know what I mean, Vern? Oh, I hope they don't run over that little kid. That is a GMC. I thought it was a Cadillac when I first saw it. Hey, Alan, look what's fixing to come by. Bouncy, bouncy. She's coming back by, Alan. Good googly goo, boy. Wise men say that only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with her. You got the roly. Boy, I tell you, this old bitch gets rough on the ice sitting here. It's something about these spaces, how they got this thing made. It just leaves a print of a waffle on the ice. Oh, EagleNick would like to thank Officer Maddox again for that ice cold Mountain Dew. That baby is gone. You know what I mean, Vern? Officer Maddox with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. I'm telling you, he is a real awesome guy. All the time while I was serving that 2.5 months in the Whitfield County Jail, every time he came where I was, he always hollered at EagleNick. Such a respectful police officer. I mean, not a police officer, a sheriff's department officer. Good evening, Boss Black 2. Well, old EagleNick does not have a vehicle on that bicycle you see sitting right there in front of you. But the last vehicle I owned was a 2012 Kia Optima LX. But my dream car would be one of them nice Dodge. One of them nice Dodge Chargers or Dodge Challengers. I'd love to have one of them with a scat pack. Good evening, Wentworth Pond. How you doing, Wentworth? Now, we would have already been gone nearly an hour ago if it hadn't been for Officer Maddox, Paladin. He goes by Paladin on YouTube. A great guy. He brought EagleNick an ice cold Mountain Dew and a big old bottle of smart water. Glacier Smart Water, vapor distilled water, and electrolytes for taste. Purely balanced pH. You know what I mean, Vern? Yep, it's a vehicle. Hey, come back here. Hey, that was awesome. Like I said, Officer Maddox is an awesome guy. Now, I guarantee you, there's not hardly a inmate one in the Whitfield County Sheriff's in the Whitfield County Jail, they shouldn't be any inmates that has anything bad to say about Officer Maddox or either one of the other two officers that routinely hand out the commissary. All three of those guys are such super nice people. I mean, EagleNick found it hard to believe the way the officers treated me with respect with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, so unlike the Dalton Police Department. Good evening, CG Rooster, LLC. You know what I mean? Vern, great to see you again, CG Rooster. We are slowly but surely chipping away at that 10,000 subscriber mark. That 10,000 subscriber milestone. EagleNick's doing pretty good, and that can of chicken noodle soup is what's holding the phone up. You know what I mean, Vern? Right here is my monopod. Thank you, CG Rooster, LLC. EagleNick's grateful to have that bicycle, I tell you what. I just do not think I would be able to get out and about without that bicycle. That is chicken noodle soup. I'm not going to open the can. If I opened it, I would end up spilling out the chicken noodle soup. Plus, it would not hold up my phone anymore with it empty. The can would just slide. Nope, that chicken noodle soup actually does not expire until 2026. You son of a gun. $3.15.26. Yep, now I got that original can of chicken noodle soup sitting on my dresser up there at the Eagle's Nest. This is the backup can. That original can is sitting up there on my dresser. Now, I had it in my bag of fishing equipment, and I forgot it. When I was looking through my fishing equipment, I took it out and I put it on I set it up on my dresser. Yep, that cream of mushroom is sitting up there as well. It is still shade, still got a lot of shade down here, but it is still super hot. It is real high humidity. They taking their little baby for a stroll around the park. But if y'all did not see the live stream from this morning, please be sure to check it out. At the 1 hour mark, Scary Sherry comes up. And EagleNick is live streaming the Dalton Police Department on Postal property at the 1 hour and 29 minute mark. Now, Scary Sherry said she was on her way to City Hall. She was going to go report EagleNick. She said I was stalking her when I'd been sitting there for an hour before she came up. Hey, I don't know who she is, but I sure do wish I did. You know what I mean, Vern? But we have just hit 2 hours and 4 minutes on the live stream, coming up on 2 hours and 5 minutes. Oh, Lord, CG Rooster LLC, you got us beat by 11 degrees. It is 102 degrees right now in Dalton, Georgia with the heat index. Lord, I don't know, Alan Cooper. Hopefully it'll upload and process. It'll process and upload a little bit faster while I'm out and about. I don't know how fast it'll process and upload down here using this public Wi-Fi. There's sometimes it might take 16 to 18 hours for it to process and upload. Now, when I do the live stream, if I stay out to where I don't go back home to where I pick up my home internet, it processes and uploads a lot quicker. But it is too hard to stay out here in the extreme heat without anything to drink. And a lot of times I run out of them cigars. I smoke up what I have with me while I'm on the live. But if you watch this morning's live stream, you can skip ahead to the 1 hour mark to see Scary Sherry, and then the 1 hour and 29 minute mark when I go up to the post office because I seen the blue lights, and then people rides by hollering EagleNick, and they are recording and put it on TikTok. I tell you, they really and truly made my day. It made my day when they came by hollering, EagleNick, EagleNick. But it even made my day even more. It actually made my year. You know what I mean, Vern? It didn't just make my day. It made my year. That right there makes it all worth it. All the abuse, all the corruption, all the disgraceful actions by the Dalton Police Department. It was all worth it to know that there is actually people here in my hometown, Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world, who supports what EagleNick is set out to do. But there are many people around Dalton, Georgia that'll holler at me when I'll be out riding my bike. They'll say EagleNick or just Mr. Nick. I mean, I have a gentleman that lives in the subdivision right next door to where I live at, that every time he sees me, he says, "Hey, EagleNick," real nice guy. There's a lot of people that hates old EagleNick with a passion. But I'm here to tell you, the reason a lot of people hates on old EagleNick is because the truth hurts. The truth hurts. It really offends some people because EagleNick will stand up for my rights as well as the rights of we the people. They get offended because they do not have the nerve or the backbone to do what I do. They want to talk shit about EagleNick. They want to tell me to get a job or get a life, or get a girlfriend, or get a wife. You know what I mean, Vern? Good evening, Chris Phelps. How you doing, Chris? Good googly goo, boy. Now, I would love to have a girlfriend that looks like this girl right here. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, my wife was that good looking. Boy, I wish I had some binoculars now. You talking about gorgeous. Now, that girl there was flat out gorgeous. I mean, she was gorgeous. Boy, I tell you, seeing a girl that looks that good makes me miss my wife even more. Check out these clouds right here. Look how beautiful the sky looks. Chris Phelps, at the beginning of this live stream, there was a Dalton Police Department officer parked right over here. Now, I received a message saying that the Dalton Police Department was at the park, so I came straight down here. But this morning, old Scary Sherry said she was going to City Hall. She was going to report old EagleNick. Hey, you have a very blessed evening, John H. Thank you so much for that £5 sterling super chat. I pray that you have a blessed evening, John H. Thank you so much for coming on to the live stream. Yeah, I believe Scary Sherry was going up there to re-up her supply. You know what I mean, Burn? Now, I do believe the Dalton Police Department is the one who is providing her with her drugs. Hey, I'm telling you, that gal in purple was gorgeous. Now, the lady with the pink shorts is the one who has the little kid, I think. Here's a couple of fine-looking older ladies. Check out that background noise we got going on. Yep, she looked like she'd be all right unless she stubs that camel toe. You know what I mean, Burn? I've seen a lot of videos out there on YouTube where people says, "Can I pet that dog?" You know what I mean? Can I pet that dog? I seen this one chick, she had a cute dog, but boy, she had a beautiful camel toe. There's starting to be a whole lot more people down here in the park. They wasn't hardly anybody down here when I first came down here. There was only a couple of cars and that Dalton Police Department officer. But I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. Please help old EagleNick out by sharing my YouTube channel's link. Share the link to my YouTube channel. You can copy the link from my channel description. Please be sure to share my content. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're not already done so. Now, when we started the live stream, we was 140-something people away from the 10,000 subscriber milestone. Good evening, Gustavo Miranda. Hello to you in Brazil, Gustavo. Gustavo Miranda. Now, you know, it was because of a Miranda that we have the Miranda rights in the United States of America. Before the police arrest you, they are supposed to read you your Miranda rights. Now, the Miranda rights, the Miranda warning actually tells you about your constitutional rights. They say you have the right to remain silent. Now, that is your Fifth Amendment right, to not say anything that will incriminate you. But it does not mean that you still have to answer any questions whatsoever. The Fifth Amendment guarantees you the right that you do not have to say a word if you don't want to. The First Amendment, free speech, tells you that you can tell them to kiss your ass, that they can just go ahead and kick rocks like a little kid. Now, that is free speech under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. The First Amendment protects 5 freedoms, 5 tenets. Freedom of the press, freedom of religion, free speech, the freedom to assemble, and the freedom to redress our government with our grievances. But EagleNick is here to tell you about the 9th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which recognizes that we, the people of the United States of America, has even more rights than are written into the Constitution itself. Just because it is not written down does not mean we do not have those rights. Good evening, Little Killer. How you doing, Little Killer? Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. EagleNick was arrested for exercising his constitutional rights. You can see my arrest video on my YouTube channel, as well as my audits from the United States Post Office, the Dalton Police Services Center, the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, the Whitfield County Courthouse. But I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. Try not to think of people that you do not know as a stranger, but more like a sister or a brother. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and love thy neighbor as thyself. Good Good evening, Big Daddy Chicken Patty. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, that is one unique username. Hello, Big Daddy Chicken Patty. Welcome back, DG1. How you doing this evening, Big Daddy Chicken Patty? Please be sure to subscribe, Big Daddy Chicken Patty, if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Y'all help old EagleNick out by sharing my YouTube channel's link and share my content as well. Now, it is free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know what I mean, Vern? Oh, EagleNick is not trying to take anybody for a ride. Thank you so much, Big Daddy Chicken Patty. Now, we are slowly but surely chipping away at that 10,000 subscriber milestone. Now, we needed 140 something subscribers to reach 10,000 when we started this live stream. Now, we do have super chat, super thanks, and super stickers are available to anyone who would like to help support EagleNick. All this, you know what I mean, Vern, and support the channel. And I also have my Cash App pinned to the bottom of the chat. Now, YouTube takes 35% of the super chat, super thanks, or super stickers, but EagleNick receives everything that is sent directly via Cash App. Yeah, I wish they was somewhere good to go fishing. Now, there's a great place all the way up there on the north end of Dalton at the Hag Mill Lake Reservoir. There comes that ice cream man back in again. I'm going to have to stand up for just a minute because this seat I'm sitting on is about left a waffle print on my ass. But we are getting ever so closer to that 10,000 subscriber mark. Now, EagleNick has deleted videos off my channel 3 different times, to where those 3 different times combined, I lost 1.9 million short views and 1,900 watch hours. So that really adversely affected my YouTube channel. And then I got locked up for 2.5 months. And then right after that, 5 days after I got out of jail on December the 13th, on December the 18th, I was demonetized. So those hits really affected my YouTube channel. It slowed it down for a long time. Oh, glorious, flying proud right now. But help old EagleNick out by like, share, comment, and subscribe. Content, the better it helps my channel to stay in the algorithms on YouTube. Now, we just lost the live stream there for a split second. I don't really know why. Uh-oh, I hear the thunder rolling in. I hear some rain starting to hit. I might go have to move the bike up here under this shed. It's starting to rain, I told you. There comes that rain. Good evening, Yusef Haruna. Good evening, Yusef. How you doing? How you doing? EagleNick. Audits. You know what I mean, Vern? We're live in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Located 90 miles north of Atlanta, Georgia. Please be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Yusef. I need to start calling them police officers Yusef, but I need to tell them to go fuck yourself. You know what I mean, Vern? But it is starting to rain now, so we're going to have to hang out a little bit longer or we're going to get wet. That old ice cream truck ain't going to sell too much ice cream out here in the rain. So them people is leaving, had them little kids out here riding their bicycles. But it is starting to rain out here just like I figured it would. Because we had some dark clouds over the top of us, I figured it was going to start raining Hopefully it won't rain for too long. Hopefully we won't have one of them big storms like we had before. But it is definitely starting to rain out here. I had to bring the bike here up and under this little shed so I don't get my chain sprockets or my wheel bearings wet. I don't want to ruin my bicycle. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on an endless night. As the storm blows all out of control, deep in the night, the thunder rolls. Good evening, YM. There you go, calling me a weirdo right off the bat. You know what I mean, Vern? What's up with that? The old EagleNick has been down here at the park for 2 hours and 34 minutes. Then we got old YM coming in calling EagleNick a weirdo. Now, we started out this here live streaming the Dalton Police Department, parked here in the parking lot. Well, thank you so much for that awesome comment. YM, useless. If I'm so useless and I'm such scum, how come you keep coming back on my YouTube channel? YM. I've seen you on my live streams more than one time. You are just another one of them bootlicking trolls that tries to instigate old EagleNick. But you're not going to get anywhere either, brother, let me tell you. Oh, EagleNick does not take bait. I am not a fish. I am an eagle. Well, that is because we've got a storm just come in. YM. We are running on the public Wi-Fi. And when it comes a storm, it affects that Wi-Fi. You know what I mean, Vern? Use a little bit of that brain. Oh, EagleNick does not have no control over this public Wi-Fi that we the people pay for. Now that could be that ThoroughGuard lightning warning system. They have a lightning warning system over there at Lakeshore Park, and they may have one over here to let people be aware of lightning in the area. Boy, that is so original. YM, put that tinfoil hat on. Oh, EagleNick does not wear a tin-foil hat. You know what I mean, Vern? Oh, EagleNick is too sexy to wear a hat on my head. I got too much hair up there for that. Good evening, big boy Georgia. How you doing this evening, big boy? It's starting to rain down here. We had a big old thunderclap a while ago. Look. Got another big thunderclap rolling right now. They ain't none of your comments got deleted. YM, they're all still there. Put the tinfoil hat on. You may get better reception. Get better service. You keep cutting out. Cringe. Scum. Useless. You auditors are something special. Weirdo. All your comments are still there. You got to scroll back up to read them, dumbass. You know, when people comment, the chat moves. Scroll back up. You can see the stupid shit you already said. There's not nobody deleted shit that you said. Don't come on here and start telling them lies. It takes a real jackass to not realize that the comments are scrolled up. You got to scroll back down. Yes, sir, big boy Georgia. It is coming in. Now would be a real bad time for old Scary Sherry to come walking across that parking lot. Because if she did, she is sure to have a wet t-shirt. I don't think that is something that anybody would want to see. You know what I mean, Vern? I believe I will pass on that, YM. Like I said, I don't have a tin-foil hat. EagleNick is not going to stand out in the rain anyway, whether there's lightning or not. I'm not stupid. Now, if you would like to come out there and stand in the middle of the parking lot, EagleNick would be obliged to live stream you. I'll be sure to give you all the coverage you want. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, everybody, how about helping old YM out and subscribe to YM's YouTube channel? EagleNick is all for helping out other channels. YM, let me give you a hint to help your channel if you do not already utilize hashtags. Make sure you put hashtags in your content's video description, whether it be a video or a short, and when you're able to start live streaming. Always be sure to utilize hashtags in the video description, and it greatly helps you to reach a larger audience, to pick up more subscribers and to get more views as well. exactly is Vern? YM. Good evening. I don't give a flying F. You know what I mean, Vern? YM is a catfish. She's changed pictures many, many times. Oh yeah, YM. Now my friend pinned message says he knows you. Now if you know my friend Andy, aka pinned message, aka I am creator, I am creator, IOC, yes ma'am, aka pinned message Andy from the United Kingdom. Well, we've been live for 2 hours and 45 minutes. YM, EagleNick is right at 10,000 subscribers. How about you, YM? I think Big Boy Georgia said you had 49 subscribers. Hey, yo, Andy is a great, great guy, and he is a friend of EagleNick. Audits. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, Andy said he knows you. He said he was going to talk to you, but I told him don't worry about it. EagleNick is a firm believer in free speech. You are free to say whatever you would like to. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, if you don't heed my advice and put hashtags in your content's description, that is on you. But EagleNick, before my YouTube channel took such adverse hits, was picking up over 100 new subscribers on every single live stream. I was getting from 20 to 77,000 views on a live stream. That was before I had to serve 2.5 months in jail for having my rights violated. That was after I deleted videos 3 different times where I lost 1.9 million short views and 1.9 thousand watch hours. Plus the fact that I was demonetized 5 days after I was released from the Whitfield County Jail. Yep, there might just be 14 viewers, but there are 14 loyal viewers. Unlike what you probably have. I doubt if you even got 5 loyal subscribers. My subscribers are loyal to EagleNick. They know EagleNick. They know how EagleNick thinks. Look up there in the right top of the screen. You'll see it says $39.50. Now that is $39.50 in super chats. Good evening, William. William, don't come in here telling me you want to see little boys, because EagleNick is not live streaming little boys. I know that's what you actually want to see, William, but it ain't going to happen. You know what I mean, Vern? You come in here talking shit, you liable to find out what a smackdown is. William, if you gotta ask, we know you ain't planning on doing no donating. You know what I mean, Vern. We do have super chats, super thanks, and super stickers are available to anyone who wishes to utilize them. Nope, we've not had any roadkill today. You know what I mean, Vern. Now, we did eat breakfast up there at Providence Ministries this morning. We had grits, scrambled eggs, toast, and bacon. Oh, yeah. That is the Thorough Guard lightning warning system. You're hearing that. You're hearing that little beep. That is the Thorough Guard lightning detection system, warning people that there is lightning in the area. I bet you YM ain't even good looking if she really is a girl. YM, are you gonna let anybody pet that camel toe? I bet YM's camel toe looks like a camel foot. You know what I mean, Vern? Oh, I figured it was huge, YM. But hey, EagleNick says even them big women needs loving too. You know what I mean, Vern? Hey, that is too much information, YM. But I guarantee you, EagleNick could find the bottom. You know what I mean, Vern? EagleNick, when I used to get stopped by the police department, they would ask me if I had any bazookas or any handheld rocket launchers down my britches. You know what I mean, Vern? Now that happens to a lot of us people who are well endowed. They confuse a natural package for a bazooka or a handheld rocket launcher. You know what I mean, Vern? $6 a try? Well, this must be old Nick's girlfriend who lives on Henderson Drive. Old Nick is always talking about $6 in the window at Henderson Drive. Now we know where old YM is. You know what I mean, Vern? Now everybody, even though old YM is talking trash against EagleNick, EagleNick would greatly appreciate it if everyone would please subscribe to YM's YouTube channel. Let's help him reach that 50 subscriber mark where eventually they may be able to go live. Then maybe they won't be able to hide behind a picture. Maybe they will show us exactly who they are, whether it's a he, she, or a she, he. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, YM may be scary, Sherry. You know what I mean, Vern? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Oh, we got somebody pulling up directly in front of us here. Maybe this is a sniper gonna shoot old EagleNick. No, I would actually like to know what YM really looks like if she is a female. So I'd want to know if when I was hitting it from the back, if I would just hit it and quit it, if I would want to hit it and hang around for a little while. You know what I mean, Vern? You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crocking all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crocking all the time. Well, you ain't ever caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. They said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. They said you was high class, but that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. YM, I believe you would rather know what's going on in my britches than you would know what's going on in my head. You know what I mean, Vern? We know which head you're talking about. You wonder what's going on in it. Lord, have mercy on my soul. I walked through the halls of karma, shook hands both with the devil and God. They turned me to the inside to see where my energies had gone. I walked with them all through my life. I respected and reflected them both. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy on my soul. On my soul, Lord. Give a little bit. Give a little bit of your love to me. Give a little bit, I'll give a little bit of my love to you. See the man with the lonely eyes, just take some time, you'll be surprised. All you gotta do is give a little bit. I bet you YM couldn't give nobody just a little bit. I bet you they was somebody told YM, said, boy, I sure would like to have a little pussy. And YM said, yeah, I would too. Mine's as big as a bathtub. You know what I mean, Vern? Oh, EagleNick is smoking his meds right now. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, Officer Maddox said that he started to bring EagleNick a cold beer, but EagleNick does not drink beer. Now, I wouldn't mind having a big fat blunt. You know what I mean, Vern? Some of that good old THC. It's good for me. You know what I mean, Vern? Yep, just imagine them people sitting over here at this table to the right of me that sees me talking to my phone. They probably think I'm ape shit. I've been sitting on this bench so long, I probably got a waffle print on my ass. And I bet you would like to see that. You know what I mean, Vern? Good evening, a sense of wonder. Great to see you again. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. Great to see you. Boy, I'd like to smoke some of that good homegrown Billy Burns. Oh, EagleNick burns as well. You know what I mean, Vern. If you had it all in your mouth, you couldn't say take it out. Let's just leave it at that. You know what I mean, Vern. Oh, EagleNick does not like to brag. Oh, EagleNick doesn't have to brag, and I do not have to lie. Oh, EagleNick is married. My wife has been deceased since 2019. We got married back in 2007 when EagleNick was 39 and my wife was 25. Let that sink in, just like she did. You know what I mean, Vern? Good evening. Pinned message. How you doing, brother Andy? Great to see you again. YM is in here trying to show us that camel foot. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, everybody be sure to subscribe to YM's YouTube channel. Let's help YM reach that 50 subscribers. Good googly goo. She's a dancer. Well, everybody, please subscribe to YM. Maybe once she gets 50 subscribers, she might do a live stream where she's dancing for old EagleNick. You better pull them to the side. They liable to be crotchless before it's over. You know what I mean, Vern? Old Eagle Nick is a professional muff diver. Now, I've not lived in Dalton, Georgia, around all that carpet for this long without learning how to be a professional carpet muncher. But I'll tell you what, old Eagle Nick likes it even if it looks like vinyl. If that baby is slicker than a owl shit. There ain't gotta be no hair down there. You know what I mean, Vern? YM, you're okay, darling. You just keep right on it. You can say what you want to say. I've done told you that. But old Eagle Nick would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, since you like to come on here and pick on old Eagle Nick. Look, there goes that truck. It says Turd Ferguson on it. Look, Turd Ferguson. You know what I mean, Vern? A big old turd. Goodness gracious, YM, please do not get old Eagle Nick excited. It'll be hard to ride that bicycle if my third leg is showing. Old Eagle Nick has only got 2 hands, but I do got 3 feet. You know what I mean, Vern? Hey, that sounds killer to me, Billy Burns. You just let me know, brother. Now, you can text me at my... You can text me to let me know you're coming through at 706-934-1163. 706-934-1163. Now, that is Eagle Nick's personal cell phone number. Just let old Eagle Nick know who you are. If anybody was to want to text old Eagle Nick at 706-934-1163. And YM, if you would like to send Eagle Nick out some pictures, you can send them to my number. Or you can send them directly to my email address. All lowercase. Eagle, EagleNick, 1967. Eagle Nick Audits 1967 at gmail.com. You know what I mean, Vern? If anybody has any content but does not put it on a YouTube channel, if you have any interesting videos that you are able to send through email, you can email EagleNickAudits 1967 at gmail.com, and I will look into putting your content on YouTube or TikTok. Yeah, YM, we started off on the wrong foot. Now, if we had started off on that foot I got in my britches, I don't think you would be charging me for them there pictures. But old Eagle Nick does not pay to play. You know what I mean, Vern? You hear what I had to say? Good evening, Beaver Audits. Yes, sir. Pinned message said that he was going to tell YM off. And what did I say, Andy? I said, hey, it's okay. Now, when EagleNick got married, I wasn't rich. I didn't have no money. I wasn't even working, but that didn't stop my wife from marrying me. Actually, she asked me to marry her. EagleNick has that good stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, I am too. Why am? My wife was overdosed on fentanyl by Hamilton Medical Center. Hamilton Medical Center overdosed my wife on fentanyl during a elective procedure. Then afterwards, they let her lay up there in the emergency room and suffer severe brain damage before she was transported to Erlanger Hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Instead of sending her by life force, they sent her via ambulance. Nope, YM, me and my wife was separated at the time. I had all the paperwork from the hospital that proved malpractice. Now, her family did not include me in her obituary. So EagleNick gave her uncle all the medical records they would need to sue the hospital, to sue that doctor. I don't reckon they ever did anything, but I left it up to them because EagleNick is not greedy. You know, as her husband, I was entitled to file a lawsuit, but I left that up to her family because they disrespected me so bad that they did not even let people know in her obituary that we were still married. It killed them that they had to put my last name on her name on the little marker they put on her brother's grave because she was cremated. Her ashes was buried in her brother's grave. Good evening, Sam. How you doing, Sam? Great to see you again. Thank you so much, YM, for your sincere sentiments. To be honest with you, to be 100% truthful with you, my wife could have stopped that from happening, but she did not have me listed as an emergency contact. I did not find out that she had passed away until 2 hours after she passed away. Good evening, Northwoods Press. How you doing, Northwoods? And good evening to NH Mountain Girl. You know what I mean, Vern. I hope you and NH Mountain Girl are doing well this evening, Northwoods Press. Yeah, it is very humid over here, Sam. Look, you can even see that stuff rising up in the air. Look at it. You can actually see the humidity in the air coming up off that parking lot. That is how hot it is still out here. But that rain has finally stopped. We are just about to hit 3 hours and 14 minutes on the live stream. And I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the most that I've did on a live stream lately was 3 hours and 22 minutes a few days ago. But I guess we're going to get ready to end this live stream, and old EagleNick is going to head on back toward the Eagle's Nest. I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. I tell you, I'm sweating. I'm sweating bad. I'm too sexy for my shirt. A mean burn. And I'm sunburned as well. Thank you so much. Pinned message. Thank you so much, Andy, for that 5 pounds sterling super chat. Yeah, it rained up here just for a little while. It's even hotter now than it was before it started. There is so much humidity in the air. Hey, I love you too, Andy. Thank you so much. And YM, even though you might not like old EagleNick, I love you, and I thank you so much for coming on to the live stream. And I really do hope that you reach that 50 subscriber mark. Good evening, Nicole B. Great to see you, Nicole. How you doing? How you doing? Andy, I told YM that they should utilize hashtags in their content's description. And they said they wasn't going to take my advice. Good evening, Jeremiah Vesely from Liberia. EagleNick Auditing is live in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Located 90 miles north of Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States of America. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already. We are getting ever so closer to that 10,000 subscriber mark. The 10,000 subscriber milestone. How are you doing this evening, Jeremiah? Hey, I love you, Nicole and Andy. I love you both. Hey, old EagleNick loves you all and thanks you all so very much. But I would say we are getting close to where this battery is getting real low. I'd say it's down around 30-something% left on the battery. I don't want to kill the phone. I don't want to kill my battery and have to go back up the road up through here and not be able to record the Dalton Police Department if I see any of them on the way up to the Eagle's Nest. So I guess we're going to go ahead and end this here live stream. And old EagleNick is going to head on back toward the eagle's nest. I truly appreciate you all so very much. Now I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. Thank you all so very much to everyone who donated via Super Chat. EagleNick. Audits. Thank you, Officer Maddox with the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, for coming down here to Al Rollins Park and bringing EagleNick a ice cold Mountain Dew and that big old bottle of smart water. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, we would not been able to stay down here for the last 2 hours if it was not for Officer Maddox, who works for the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. Now, y'all see him sometimes on the live stream. When you do, his name is Paladin. Much love and respect to you all. EagleNick. Oh, this. I am EagleNick. And I'm out.